This garage is getting cluttered now. Hello YouTube, how are you? We're all groovy. Right, I've been running the trailer for a while now, and I basically run it around town doing shopping trips, and then I've been to a couple of events, and I'm really happy with it. I've gone around tight turns at speed on the bike with this thing on the back, and it's handled beautifully. I'm really happy with it now. Anyway, one of the reasons I completely revamped the trailer was to strengthen it and repair it after somebody at traffic lights hit the trailer and moved me forward and broke the hitch and cracked some of the trailer, and that wasn't good. Yeah, it happened again. I was waiting traffic lights. I was looking for a parking space in town where I could park the bike up, and I knew where I wanted to get to, I just couldn't get there. Well, anyway, I was stopped at traffic lights, and the car behind me rolled into the trailer and moved me forward ever slightly. It wasn't a big hit. The tyre took most of it. It was about 1-2 miles an hour. It was very, very low speed. And the guy said, sorry, I couldn't see it over my bonnet. He'd let me in to turn into the road I turned into. He'd let me in. He'd seen the whole setup side on. He knew it was there. He was taking the piss. Anyway, he did no damage, so I wasn't really that bothered. So I let him off. Yeah, I let him off. Anyway, I thought, yeah, I don't want somebody hitting the back of the trailer again. How do I raise the height? Now, I could just build a higher trailer. Well, that's all sorts of effort and work. And I thought, I could put a flag on it. I could have a little Jolly Roger flying off the back. And it'd have to be telescopic, because I don't want something stuck there permanently. Now, something that I can pop down just at the bottom here and not have to worry about, and then when I go out on the road, just pop it up and have it flying. And if I'm going at speed, e.g. I'm going on motorway where there's not really much of a bother, I can pop it down again, run along, and that sort of thing. It's sort of like, so it needs something telescopic. Now, telescopic flagpoles, I'm not going to find them really. You could try eBay. You're not really going to find them for cheap. And I thought, what have I got lying around? Fishing rods. Telescopic fishing rods. And we just happen to have a broken telescopic fishing rod. So I cut the handle off, and yeah, there we go. And I cut all the eyelets off. It was the eyelets that was broken, so there wasn't really that much to cut off. And then you've got the eyelet at the top, just there, which I'm going to use to put streamers on, or put the flag, sort of like have the flag tied there and then looped around there. So basically the flag goes on the top, and then just pop it down. There we go. Nice shot. I'll just show you where I want to put it. Right. What I want to do is pop it about there. I think there's good enough. So a bit like that. So that's where I want it. So you got it almost at that height. So that's a good height. Little flag off the top. If they hit the trailer after that, they need their eyes testing, and they need to be stopped driving for a start. Anyway, so we've got this. Got the trailer. How do I put it on? And I thought I could buy a little bit of bracketry, just pop it on there, or I could weld something to there that holds that. And yeah, I was thinking, what was a neat way of doing it? Then I found I've got a load of this. This is aluminium, and it's not a bad gauge aluminium. It's quite tough. If you remember in previous videos, we've had the caravan out the front. Yeah, that's no longer there. Yeah, we kind of broke it. And I got a load of aluminium out of it, and I got a few other little bits and pieces that I thought were really, really cool, so I kept them as well. But basically we destroyed the caravan and got rid of it. And so I've got this aluminium. And what we're going to do today... Oh, there goes that. What we're going to do today is going to take a small section of aluminium, I'm going to mould it to a shape that fits that onto there. So let's get started. So what we've got to do is we've got to basically mould it around here. And of course this is fiberglass. It's a fiberglass rod, and I don't want to be. There we go. It's a fiberglass rod, and I don't want to be trying to bend metal around it. So what I'm doing is I'm using. Let's pop that up there. It's safe. A bit of a. I think this is 10mm. There we go. 10mm steel bar. And we're going to try and wrap it round. Now I want to do it so this section goes on the side of the trailer and this wraps round the back underneath. You'll see what I mean as we go along. So basically I want to, right, and I've got this rubber mallet and just now, I have to admit, I'm not a steel worker. I'm not a sheet metal worker. I am making this up as I go along. Aluminium is actually really nice to work with. Right, so once we've done that, we can take this and we should be able to just bend it round like that. Bend it around like so. So that'll do it. Just basically wrap it round. What I'm doing is basically trying to curve it around this bar, and I'm trying to get it so that is kind of flat and that is more pronounced curve. Put it on the edge here. That then produces that, so basically like a flag. Now what we're going to do is actually going to open this up now. Pop that out. If I pop it up here, there we go. I want it to be flat on that point, like so. Just see if we can push it around. There we go. So something like that is good. So we're looking at something like that, and then we're going to pop rivet down there. So what I'm going to do now is bend So all we've got to do now is bend that upwards so slightly. That needs to come out, flatten off, and then curve around that way. So that's got to come out. Pop the bar back in. As you see, I like that click. And then we just bend it. That's it. Bend it. so we've got to bend this that way. And I've got a bigger bar. Yeah. I'm going to put it on there, on the end. Pop that on there and try and bend it round. Now that can come off, so I'm going to trim that off. So I'm using a pair of tin snips. These are very old tin snips, very old. So let's bend that round. Like so. Just bend it around. Squeeze that in there like that. What we can do is we can, so we've got a shape like that at the moment, which is good, nice and flat. I can trim all this off, this excess off, so let's trim it. Right, let's see if we can get this to work. So, quite literally, that way round. Something like that. Something like that. So, something like that. Still needs to be trimmed ever so slightly. Come on. That goes in there and clicks. That clicks in there, and it's held quite well. Actually, doesn't want to move. So then that goes pop it in there. Something like that. Still needs a little bit of work, but you get the idea. Once that's clipped in there. Once that's clipped in there, then I've got to seal the bottom here. Once that's clipped in there, yeah, just got to do a little bit more work on it and get it to work. Right, there we go. That'll do it. And it's all been shaped. I've basically curved it round and I've got it in shape and I've cut it to size and all that sort of stuff. And I've put it about the middle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop rivet, 3 rivets that side. See if I can put 3 rivets that side. It might be a bit difficult because this is in the way. Well, that's what we're going to do now. What I've done is I've got one there, and one there, and I've used a little punch to basically pop them in the right place. So what I need to do is get my drill. Now, this wood is only thin. I think it is, if you have a look at that, that's what I'm using. This is a tiny, tiny hole. So I'm going to pick the right drill bit, and it's there you go. So what I'm doing is I'm just matching up the drill bit to the size of the thing. It needs to be a little bit bigger. That's a 2.5. This looks like a 3mm. Have a look at that. Looks like a 3mm. So I'll go for a 3mm. We can always enlarge, so that's cool. Is that on low torque? Right. And just pop it into place, drill it. And we take a little pop rivet thingy. I would use the big meaty one, but I've only got one of these left because I did a major job out the back. So pop that in there. Yeah, it wants to go in. Pop that in there. Press it in. pull the rivet. Let's see what happens. It looks to be. That's not going to come off. And I'm just using 3 on this side, 3 on that side, and that should be easily enough to hold that all in place. So, another one. Let it find its own. There we go. That's 2. You see, the way I've done this is I can always put more in, but I think 3 is going to be fine. And then do the same on this side, which I think is going to work. So let's do that. Oh, there we go. Right, that's done. That's not going to come off. That is really not going to come off. So all I've got to do now is clean and sand all this, and I'll paint it. I'll paint it the same. I'm going to be using black ball paint, strangely enough. So yeah. So once I've cleaned it up, I'm using blackboard paint on it, and that should be the job done. Right then, it's on the bike. I've got it all sorted, as you saw. I riveted it. I've now painted it, and I went out and bought a flag. It rained a little bit, and there's roadworks near me, the major roadworks. There's a lot of mud on the roads, so I've got mud on the bike. I don't mind. I'm not a fair weather biker. I go out when I need to on the bike, irrespective of the weather. I've ridden in blizzards. 5-hour journey that was. My hands were cold. That's when I decided to get heated grips. Anyway, the flag is on the bike. See if we can pull you out a little bit. As you can see, there we go. And then I've painted it up, but it's now covered in mud. But yeah, I got a little flag. It's only a temporary thing until I get something better. But what I've done is the eyelet at the top, which there we go. Eyelet at the top I've used for the top of the flag, so that's glued in place, and then it runs down the flagpole. So it runs down the flagpole. There's just a little cable tie. I'll think of something better, but I think that looks actually quite good. Let's see if we can just get a better angle on that. Yeah, I just bought this from a cheap place, and I think it looks alright. So let's see if we can get it all in picture. There we go. So that should solve the problem.